Hello people on this internet, it's me, Crazy Monkey Dude, and I'm doing another video. Wow, a back-to-back video. And this video is going to be on Norco and Noco, the Thornax, or Thornax. I don't remember how to pronounce it because I haven't looked at the video, which I should have done before I recorded the video, but whatever, it'll be in the title, so whatever the title says. Yeah, and this is actually a video that I've already done before, if that wasn't clear. This mock, was a very, very old mock. I think it was all the way back in 2016 or 2017 I made the video on it. And, yeah, that was when it was made, and then I took these two apart for parts, obviously. And, you know, nostalgia struck, and I want to rebuild them again. So that's what I did. I rebuilt these two. And yeah, let's get started on the review. And we're not going to do it on the most, interesting thing, as per usual. We're going to do it on the least interesting thing, which is the Matorn. So let's get her out of the way. Let's get Noco out of here. I'm just going to focus on Morko. And as you can see, this is Morko. Morko is a basic, just Lee Matorn, and that's really it. He's just story-wise, at least my story. Again, he's just a Lee Matorn, and he is good partners and good friends with Dracos, and I guess all of them. So yeah, that's basically who he is. And also, I think it would be more best to say probably Toa on as well. So yeah, let's get on to the review with him. So here he is. He has obviously changed quite a bit. The original Morko, Morko was a Augmatorn build, and as you can see, he is not. And this I actually got inspired by a Reddit user on the Bionicle page, and I'll leave a link down into the description where I got the design. I don't remember them off the top of my head because, again, I didn't really think to look that up before I started the video, but again, they'll be in the description. I highly recommend checking it out. It's a very good design. It uses these pieces here and a couple other things like that. Or it uses 3 of these in a row, and it allows you to do these really nice connection pieces. And one of the more modern weird like half pin axle things, so you can connect this on it, and yeah, it's really cool. It allows for really good articulation, and it is actually pretty standardly sized. It's not it's about the same size of the thing as a Metrotorn, and I do have one here right next to me, so when we do the size comparison we'll get to that. But yeah, he's got the standard amount for Matorn, the 2 in the arm, 2 in the legs, the 1 on the head, and his weapon is an old, rather beat up. I don't know if you can see that, but I mean, all my parts are used. I got them off of eBay. A rather tattered and beat up Lewa axe, and that's really what stands out, as he's dark green and lime green, and he has the Miru Nuva or the adaptive Miru Nuva that I took the visor out, and he's got red eyes, as you can probably also see. Now, in my story, this would probably be just considered as like a Faxon, like a noble Faxon, because it looks more like a Faxon to me, so, you know, that is that. But yeah, he's a pretty decent on his own little Matorn build, and I do actually tend to make more Matorn this size and make it more of the standard size for Matorn in my story. Well, that's basically Norco. Let's get him out of the way, and actually go into the meat and potatoes of the review, which is Melco the Thunder X, and this is the beast that I've remade because I wanted to. And to be honest with you, not all much has really changed in terms, at least, of the build. The build for this is rather simple. It's exactly how it was before. It's just 2 Mata torsos all lumped together with corroder pieces going down her back. I believe, yeah. Okay, so they're all connected to the first one here, with a 7 length, I think, axle running through it, or it's like 7 or some. It's a long axle piece, as I remember. I think it's a 7. It's a bit. It's not a 5. 5 wouldn't cut it, so it probably is a 7. But they all line up here, and you got the first one here in the middle, the 2 on the sides, and then you have this is actually a new addition. I had the green coat end claws be the side to kind of armor it up, and it actually flows really nicely well. This is what I found out with the old design, and this is what I still find with the new design, and they're not really different, so I kept it, and I really liked it because it actually looks like a lot of the other Rahi, like the Razor Royal, the Todorock, the Phase Dragon. A lot of Rahi actually used the Mata torsos as the build, and I like the consistency of that. She has a tail. It's a very stubby tail, and her Feet, nothing really too special. She has, you know, standard amount of, or not standard, she has just, you know, 2 in each foot, or 2 in each leg, because it's just a foot in the Mata, or Muva limb piece, so it's not great articulation, and it's not even great stability-wise, because these pieces are a little loose and old, so they're a little, like, extra floppy. If we flip her upside down, though, as you can see, we have an Avak torso, just to kind of add some, you know, I guess, or Avak torso, Avak foot, just for some color, because, I mean, it's a brown belly to a green thing, so, I mean, I thought it would work. It's just a different colored underbelly, so there's no tan color piece of this, and I think tan would look a lot better than just brown, but again, there's no tan piece, and, I mean, the brown is close enough, and I mean, if it's a reptilian, I mean, reptiles have the lighter underbelly, so I think it would still work, or a different color underbelly, so I think it still works. And her head is actually randomly the same as well. It's not a lot really changed with Norco that much, other than the fact that she doesn't have the spike pieces coming out this way, and her head's very slightly differently built. For instance, the teeth she has aren't the Ferno wing pieces that came out in Savage Planet. And she also has, again, I think this is new. If I remember correctly, this is new. And she also doesn't have the Gresh pieces on the side, which I do want to get those eventually on here, because I like the way that they float out to the horns. But yeah, she has she can open her mouth up real wide. These might get switched out to be white, or even silver would do, but I don't really have too many of those, because I've been using them. So they're in other projects. So yeah, again, I'll probably figure out a way to I'll switch those out off camera. Again, there's not much really changed. She can open up really wide, she can close it up, and even with these pieces, which actually I honestly like a bit more for her her under tusks, or like her under teeth, or whatever, they look a lot better, and they also still have a nice kind of like fill to them. Like, I could close them up and they fill in that headpiece real nice, and it doesn't really look like she has a mouth there because of the fact that they're green, but once I switch them out different colors and all that, they would look a lot better. But yeah, I do like the closing of it. It looks good, and that's really it. Her head's just a bit slimmer because of the pieces. And again, there's not really much to be said or too different about her build wise, other than maybe a few modern things here and there that I've kind of incorporated. And yeah, she's also got one standard head in the articulation in the neck, you know, one here, and actually 2 in the neck, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then 1 or 2 in the jaw. So that's all articulation really is with her. And let me just get back Noco here, and you can kind of, he's a poster writer, but I mean, given the fact that there's no real good connection place, he doesn't really stay on, so I don't really display them writing all that much. Also, if I'm ever going to do a stop motion with these two, they're going to be a pain in the ass, because he's constantly wanting to fly off and stuff. And also, this is a very weird angle to sit right by the neck of a creature, so doesn't, unless she's doing that and she can keep them in place. But I mean, honestly, this predatory defense thing is not going to be really wanting to keep its head all the way up like this, like a horse. So yeah, I don't really keep them all that together, at least writing, but I do keep them together because they're supposed to be like, you know, a dog and his owner, I guess, or dog and her owner, I guess. So there you go. Now let's get on the size comparison. Let's get first off with just Norco out of the way. So I'm going to move her over a little bit. This is the Matoran in here. So here he is next to a standard Metrotoran. Let me get him nice and sewed properly. As you can see, they're about the same height, if not exactly the same height. The only difference is being probably just the mask, and I mean, the mask technically doesn't really count. And if I bring an actual Gory build, that's about as tall he is with the Dugori. Obviously, the Gory is taller. And then if I could get him out of the way, we're going to bring in that Skaki from last video as well. As you can see, I haven't really changed that much. So yeah, they're not all too dissimilar from each other. And I mean, she's a regular size Brahi, and I mean, it's just a regular size Matoran. And you know, I think they look really well, just being in the universe of mine, I guess. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was more of a blast from the past video than it was actually like anything new. Gardas was more new, which I do highly recommend checking that out because I think I did a pretty good job, at least on Gardas, maybe not the video, but whatever. But yeah, it's been nice. I'm going to be doing more of these videos, actually, this time, because I have a bunch of, you know, of the Dark Hunters built, which is partially why I've been absent, because I have been building a lot more, Dark Hunters, and also, last year I was absolutely swamped by work. Like, my job kept me swamped, and I'd actually have... I mean, I'm not going to get into my personal life, but again, with having a job and a bunch of other things in the way, it's been kind of hard to actually sit down and do videos. And every other time I've been doing something, and I have some spare time, I've been really cranking out, just getting a bunch of Dark Hunters, like the Vannon models, done. And hopefully, in the next couple of videos, I'll get some of those done as well, and I can record some of them. I already have a couple of them in mind, and I will be doing such a thing. So, yeah, stay tuned for that, and I will definitely be doing these more often. I think this entire week, I'm probably going to end up doing a review on the Baraki revamps that I remember I told you guys about. And I remember now that, I mean, Druidicka's been done for a while, and I did the video on Druidicka. I'm going to be doing a video on Druidicka. I think I made up my mind on that. I'm just going to be doing a video on the Druidicka, and the rest of the Prisoner of the Pit 2007 contest models are going to come up whenever I get them done. So, yeah, stay tuned for those. I would like to have them all done in, like, kind of succession, but I'm just going to get them done, and, you know, whenever I can. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching so much. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever. I might have a link to my Discord. If not, I mean, find another way to my Discord. Haha. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you much for watching. And yeah, this is Crazy Monkey Dude signing out. Bye-bye.